a beautifully planned apartment.
Yes, we think so.
Oh, immaculate.
You sure you won't have something? A Coke?
Oh, could I have a glass of milk instead?
Yes, surely, sir.
Thank you. My stomach, my work, all the tension.
If you don't mind my saying so, Mr. Jordan, I think you take your work much too seriously. It's not worth it.
I think it is. By the way, we've begun our investigation on you.
Oh? How's it look?
Everybody speaks very highly of you.
But? I've been a salesman too long not to recognize sales resistance when I see it, Mr. Jordan. I have a feeling you don't want us to have the child.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. Thank you.
Well? Am I right?
I don't know whether I do or not. At least not yet. I understand you spend a great deal of time in Los Angeles on business.
Yes, that's right.
Then perhaps you could give me the names of some of the people down there with whom you work. Oh, it's all routine, nothing more than that.
You're very conscientious, aren't you, Mr. Jordan? Well, I'll drop you a line and refer you to lots of people in Los Angeles. There's something else about me I think you should know. I have a small mole on my right shoulder. Would you like to see it?
Oh, Mr. Jordan, I'm sorry I'm late.
That's all right. I was early.
What are you two doing in the kitchen?
Mr. Jordan's been looking us over.
I've seen your home. It's pleasant. Very pleasant indeed.
Won't you stay for dinner?
Oh, thanks, I can't. I have to get back to the office. Lots more paperwork to do there.
I'll see you to the door.
Oh, thank you. Goodbye, Mr. Ray. Thank you, Mrs. Barry. Thank you.
What happened between you two?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what hit me.
Sorry. He said he liked you, but didn't think you liked him.
Oh? Anything else?
That we could start fixing up that room, and he thought I'd be a good mother.
For once, Mr. Jordan is right. Well, the star salesman of the Sutter Corporation had better get on his horse.
What time's your plane?
9:15. I've got a date with the Clark Company buyer first thing in the morning. If we can only sell that account.
By the time you're a father, just think you can hire one salesman or even two the way things are going, and you can stay home and run the show.
What's this? Are you resigning?
Well, not exactly. I'll be around to heckle a bit.
That's a woman's privilege. Well, I've got to pack.
Oh, I'll do it for you, but there's not much to pack. Everything's in Los Angeles. Don't you ever get a hole in your sock? And how do the buttons manage to stay on your shirts? You never bring them home.
I've found a laundry that does it. Saves a lot of trouble.
I'll only be a minute packing your bag.
Very well. Like him. He handled our product for several years until...
Until what?
We didn't fire him, if that's what you're getting at. He fired us. Got a better deal.
I see.
I'd give my shirt to get Graham back. And you can tell him I said so.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You see, the Grahams wish to adopt a child, and we must have certain information.
Well, isn't that nice? They want to adopt a baby.
How long has Mr. Graham made his office here?
Oh, I guess about 2 years.
Where does he live when he's in Los Angeles?
I guess he just lives around, in hotels, motels, wherever he can get in.
It's cocktail time, honey. Are you with me?
Mr. Jordan, this is Roy Esterly.
Oh, I'm very pleased to meet you. What line are you in?
Mr. Jordan is getting some information on Harry Graham. Oh, Harry's not in any trouble. Mr. Jordan's not a cop. I'll tell you later.
Okay, sweetie. You fill him in on Mr. Exclusive, and when you get through, come on back and have a little chat with me, huh?
Excuse me, but could I ask you a few questions?
Well, sure. Fire away.
What do you know of Mr. Graham?
Oh, he's a good guy.
But you called him Mr. Exclusive.
Oh, well, I was kind of kidding, I guess. See, we never see him except here in the office, and of course, when he's here, he's buried in work. You know, I can't understand how a guy can live without a little social life.
So he's not a playboy, like some cornballs I could mention.
Playboy. He's the original invisible man. You never see him anywhere. He's not at the hotels, restaurants, nightclubs. Man comes to town and just like that, he disappears.
Mr. Jordan, I have an idea. I'm sure Harry will be calling in. You can get everything you want right from him. I'll call the hotels for you. Why don't you just sit over there at Harry's desk?
Well, thank you, miss. Maybe I should see Mr. Graham after all. Yes, I'll wait. Oh, as long as you're going to all the trouble, would you kindly ask the hotel people when Mr. Graham was last registered?
Surely, I could do that.
Say, Mr. Jordan, your throat must get pretty dry asking all those questions. How about a little slug?
Oh, you're very kind of you, but no thanks.
Bob Vance never called, did he?
No.
That's good, because I don't want to talk to him.
Hello? No, he's in Redlands. He'll be back the day after tomorrow. Yes, I'll have him call you.
Harrison Graham. Harrison Graham.
Good night. You've really got Harry Graham on your mind. I'm sorry it took so long, but the hotels had a check. You know, it's funny, but he hasn't registered any of them for months. Several of them remember him. Of course, he could be staying at a rooming house, but that doesn't sound like him. He likes everything nice.
You're very kind. I'm sorry for all the trouble. By the way, is Mr. Graham known by any other name than Harry?
No, his name is Harry. Look, Mr. Jordan, he was in yesterday, and I know I'll be hearing from him soon. Give me a number, and I'll have him call you. Or maybe you've gotten everything you need, huh?
No, not yet.
Excuse me, it's that board.
Ah, thank you. Graham. Harrison Graham. 132 Brink. Wait for me, please. Good evening.
Hello. Aren't you a little off your beat?
Well, I was coming to Los Angeles anyway for a meeting tomorrow. I'm reading a paper at a welfare convention.
Oh, how nice.
So while I was here, I've been doing a little checking up on you. Tell me, why are you listed in the telephone book under Harrison Graham?
Harrison Graham's my real name.
Oh, you changed it?
Some time ago. I thought it sounded a little formal, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but in San Francisco, you're listed as Harry.
The phone company got it mixed up. Look, I'm dead on my feet. I just got home from work a couple of hours ago. Suppose we meet for lunch tomorrow. Maybe we can learn to get along.
Well, I'm busy tomorrow, but I'm sorry I bothered you. But after all, it is my job.
Yes, I understand.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night. them to go. You wake them both up. My wife's sick, too. She's in the other room asleep. She's been up with the baby 2 nights in a row.
How long has this double life of yours been going on?
About 8 months.
And you tried to adopt a child.
What are you going to do?
Call the police.
You can't. Not now. Not with her like this. Please, I've got to try to make you understand. Please.
I can't believe it. I can't. How could a man like you, successful, admired, get into a position as vile as this?